It is a Tuesday, March 10th, 2015. 61 degrees. I don't remember the last time it was 60-something in Millbank. I am headed to Sioux Falls for the Summit Conference final between NDSU and SDSU. But even better, I get to see little baby Mac. 5:30 in Sioux Falls, 64 degrees. Dolphins got Sue today, highest paid defensive player in the National Football League now. Hoping he fits right in and listens to Coach Joe. I'm not sure what to think. Rarely has a player been paid that much lived up to expectations.
AM 590 ESPN Omaha. All right, some more NFL free agency talk. Although Dave Tollefson and Brett Kane, this deal has not officially been announced yet. The rumor, at least, is out there that Ndamukong Suh is going to sign with the Miami Dolphins. And Brett, as you pointed out earlier today, it could just be a stall tactic to make it look like they're actually working out this deal right now. Oh, yeah. It's just kind of ridiculous, but you make a good point on it, I guess.
Well, the NFL's threatening, and they're going after the Dolphins because they got the top free agent prospects. So what the NFL's doing is saying, hey, Miami, we're going to come investigate you because you broke the rules and you tampered with the free agency pool. And now they're like, well, what if we wait a full 24 hours and say, see, no deal was done right away. Look what we're doing. We were still working out all the kinks.
That's so ridiculous that the NFL would get upset with the Dolphins about that. Joe said earlier this week, it's the agents that are doing it, right?
The agents are leaking all the info. I thought the teams that are...
And even if the team is leaking it, like, what are you going to do? Ted Wells going to come in again?
Yeah, right.
Like an investigation, like, find out the janitor is listening in on meetings?
Well, financially, I think it's $117 million, 60 of it guaranteed. There's even been some rumor that perhaps he'll get like 60 million of it, like up front as a signing bonus, and they'll spread that out. I mean, it sounds like a great deal for him. He's going to be making more money than any defensive player in the league right now. You know, obviously a great face for the University of Nebraska to have in the NFL. You know, some of the disciplinary issues aside, he's one of the best players in the game, especially in his position. It's him and J.J. Watt, and really after that, there's a fairly significant drop-off. For the Miami Dolphins, look, he's going to improve their defense. In the middle of the pack last year, I think they were like 13th in total defense or something like that. We had some folks yesterday, you know, Brett and Nick kind of saying, well, this could make them an elite defense. I look at Miami, I think they're going to be much improved. To me right now, there's one elite defense in the NFL. I think the Seattle Seahawks are an elite defense. There's some other ones that are close. I didn't think Dolphins are particularly close, and I think this move makes them better. I am just not buying into the fact this puts them over the top and makes them a playoff team necessarily.
Well, first off, they play in the same division as the Patriots, so that always makes it difficult. No matter who you are, you put any team in that division, they're going to have a hard time making the playoffs. But I agree with you, and I agree with Brett, and I'll kind of explain why. I think on Brett's
you're on the fence.
I love being on the fence because you're never wrong. You know, you're like, yeah, I said that. But anyways, when the position that he plays, defensive tackle, I liken it to the tip of the spear. If you have the best defensive tackle in the game, which I don't consider J. Watt a defensive tackle,
more of a defenseman.
That changes completely how your defense operates. You don't need as good of linebackers because he's taking up double teams in the middle. The safeties and corners don't have to be as good because the quarterback doesn't have much time to play. Every team is going to have to have a specific game plan for how they're going to handle Sue, and that's going to change how that defense operates. Now, elite, you're right. Seattle's the only elite defense in the league, but they're going to become, I believe, a top 5 defense, which a top 5 defense almost practically guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. Now, if they make it there, I don't know. Now, the bad part about the deal is you're handcuffed to Sue now. Well, who else are you going to sign? What's the next?
This is Sedano and Stink on ESPN Radio.
And ESPNradio.com.
And the beginning of the NFL league year in all of his many years, decades in the National Football League. I'm Ian Fitzsimmons in for Sedano. Here on Sedano and Stink on ESPN Radio. 3-time Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth is along for the first hour, and Stink, insanity in the National Football League from Jimmy Graham to Seattle, from Sam Bradford and Nick Foles switching spots from St. Louis and Philadelphia. We'll touch on that. coming up at 7:15 Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. But man, just look at everything that happened in the National Football League, starting at about, what, 3:55 or, yeah, 3:55.
Big smile. Big. You still hungry? Yummy? What is that? You turning over? Yay, Mac! Yay! Yay! Up next, NDSU, SDSU in the Denny Sanford Premier Center. SDSU fans. Point game.
That's crazy.
Down 5. Down 3 with a minute 10 left. Game, 41 seconds left. One-point game, 24 seconds left. State down by 1. What are they going to do? Call a timeout or go for it?
Got to.
8.7 seconds left, quick foul. 7.9.
Hit those threes.
7 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 2, this is for the game. They did have a timeout in their pocket.
Yeah, call it. They must not have been.
Great time, great time. At the Denny Sanford Center. I'm very impressed with that place. Great trip. It is just after 10 o'clock, headed back to Millbank here. 1 day of school and then bring on spring break.
To win the Horizon League. It's North Dakota State winning its second straight Summit League championship, 57-56 over South Dakota State, and number 7 Gonzaga knocks off BYU to win the automatic bid from the West Coast Conference, 91-75. NBA Finals on Tuesday.
11:01 p.m. Not bad, almost to Brookings.
Throwing the call on ESPN, 57-56, the final. David Richmond, only 35 years of age as head coach, on his way with his team to the Summit League Championship in the NCAA tournament. He's here thanks to the Subway Fresh Steak Hotline. Coach, what is it like to do this in your first season at your school, getting them back to the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, it's special, obviously, for a lot of reasons. Being my alma mater, very close to my hometown, but more importantly, just really happy for a really special group of guys that had nothing handed to them all year, a bunch of adversity. They made no excuses and really responded on a big stage tonight.
What was it like dealing with a game like this, knowing that you're a one-bid league, you're playing in the state of South Dakota, but you have plenty of support, and then able to pull this off, winning a game like this at the buzzer, one of your main rivals?
Yeah, we knew going in it was going to be obviously a pro South Dakota State crowd in the beautiful, Denny Sanford Premier Center. But again, our guys have had their backs against the wall all year and really kind of relishing these moments. And it kind of epitomized, our year of making it down to the wire game and then figuring out a way down the stretch.
What has been so special about this?
Not too bad, made good time. Home, ready for one more day of school.